Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've got the Season 4 Reloaded update coming to Warzone this week, and with it, per usual, with all these standard Reloaded or mid-season updates, we are going to get a brand new weapons update that includes some new content. This time, for the first time in a long time, we've got some new customization options coming, and of course, we're going to see plenty of weapon changes and weapon tuning as well. And today, we're previewing what to expect with the Season 4 Reloaded weapons update. As we go through it all, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let's try and go for 2,000 likes on this one. And if you're new to the channel, or if you have not already subscribed, every single day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, so feel free to hit the subscribe button. That way you can always guarantee you are up to date. Now, Season 4 Reloaded is going fully live on the 27th here in Warzone. The initial update goes live on the 26th for Vanguard, but that's not going to include any major content. All of that is time gated until the update goes live on the morning of the 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and that's when we'll start to see all these weapon changes and the entire weapons update actually go live here in Warzone gameplay. So because this is the Reloaded update, we are getting one brand new ranged weapon. This time around, it is the Vargo S, which might sound familiar because in game right now, we've got the Vargo 52. This was actually sort of a additional surprise DLC weapon for Cold War that obviously right now is the best non-Vanguard gun in the game. I mean, if you don't want to use one of the low recoil laser beam Vanguard guns, your best bet is the Vargo 52 with its velocity, its range, its control. But now a new competitor is here in the Vargo S, and we'll talk more on the weapon tuning here towards the end of the video. But if I had to guess, I don't think these two Vargos are going to coexist very well. But the Vargo S is obviously going to be somewhat similar to the Vargo 52. We've actually got two different previews of what this weapon is going to be and some different descriptions as well. So of course, with any new weapon, there is going to be a base version of it. Now, this is unlockable through a in-game challenge, both in Vanguard and Warzone. Sometimes you can even do them in Modern Warfare multiplayer as well, which if that's the case, that's usually the best way to go about it because you can get the challenge done back out and it's a lot quicker, but we're gonna have to wait and see if that works this time around. As of right now, that in-game challenge has not been revealed, but because this is a brand new assault rifle, it's gonna be something related to the rifle category, whether it's get 15 long shot kills in a match, or get 3 long shot kills in 15 different matches, whatever the case may be. We're gonna find that out once the update goes live. But yeah, the base version unlockable through that in-game challenge. There is also a blueprint version you can buy, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. However, the blueprint only works as the blueprint, at least in Warzone. You cannot go in and customize those attachments whatsoever. You're just stuck with what it comes with until you unlock the base version of the gun. So if you want to customize it, if you want to build the best setup for it, you are going to have to do that in-game challenge. Now, initially, when we got the preview of the base version of the Vargo S, it came with a description that reads, an essential armament for versatile play. This workhorse assault rifle offers a high fire rate, steady aim through sustained fire, and a quick reload, and that's before adding in any of its gunsmith attachments. So this is going to be a much more agile and aggressive rifle, it seems, because of its versatility, and I think it's primarily going to shine in mid-range and be more similar to something like maybe a Cooper carbine rather than a full long-range rifle like maybe the BAR or the STG. And I say that because of the second description that we actually ended up getting with the preview of the blueprint version of the gun. So with the Season 4 Reloaded update preview blog that we actually got our image of what the initial blueprint is going to be that comes with the brand new bundle. And like I said, you can buy this gun right away. It'll come with the full customization loadout here, whatever attachments they put on it, but you're not going to be able to change those attachments until you unlock the base version of the weapon. And the description for the blueprint says, trading firepower for improved accuracy and fire rate, this rifle excels in medium and long range engagements. So it's going to be a very low recoil, easy to use weapon if I were to guess, because of its improved accuracy, and it's going to have that higher fire rate. Hence why I say this is probably going to be similar to, say, a Cooper carbine, maybe even than a Kita, and really good for mid-range fights. We'll have to see how it works out for long range. They also say accuracy is king with the Vargo S rifle, paired with a high fire rate for added aggression. Though outclassed in power, its reliability finds success in a variety of gunsmith configurations, from fast handling and snappy to tight mid-range play, to adding in a scope and additional stability for better competition at a distance. So it's gonna be worse in damage, so it's damage output probably not going to be crazy, but its TTK will probably be very competitive because it does have that higher fire rate. And per usual with the mid-season update and with the weapons that come with that, because there is a blueprint directly available for it, it's probably going to be a top tier gun at the very least, because that's going to get players to buy that blueprint and spend some money on the game, right? So I fully expect the Vargo S to be a top tier competitor. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, for the first time in a very long time, the Season 4 Reloaded update is going to bring some new customization options for weapons in the form of the Vanguard Zombies camos. Now, you'll recall last year with Cold War, it took them 5 seasons to add in the Zombies camo so we could finally use Dark Ether and whatnot. This year, it took them 4.5 seasons to add in the Zombies camo, so we're progressively getting faster and faster. Next year, it'll take 4 seasons, and we'll be good to go from that point on. But yeah, we now are going to have the Vanguard Zombies camos available. Of course, though, to actually use these in-game, to use Plague Diamond and Dark Ether and all of that, you are going to have to go in and actually play Vanguard Zombies, complete all the challenges, which, I mean, if you do it, more power to you, right? I feel like this is going to be one of the more rare camos in the game, just because Vanguard Zombies, not necessarily the most well-received zombies iteration in the COD franchise, right? But nonetheless, we are going to have those camos now available. And then lastly, when it comes to this weapons update, we can definitely anticipate a decent amount of weapon tuning and weapon adjustments. The Warzone meta right now, through the first half of Season 4, not really the best meta we've ever had. It is basically you're using the NZ41 and the Blixen, or you're losing gunfights. That's about what it comes down to, right? So as far as what we can preview here, the buffs are a bit more tricky, because a lot of that comes down to maybe what they want to push as far as store bundles go. If there's a specific blueprint dropping, they might buff that weapon so they sell more blueprints. They might want to change the meta up to a specific weapon being a lot more dominant. Maybe for whatever reason, they want the long range Volk setup to be really good this season, so they do some surprise buffs there. Perhaps we finally see some Cold War or MW weapons buffed to compete a little bit better. Those, like I said, are a bit harder to anticipate. The nerfs, though, I feel like are going to be somewhat straightforward. Obviously, we got to see a nerf to the NZ41. It is a low recoil laser beam. Over 50 meters, over 75 meters, over 100 meters, it does not matter. The thing fries everyone. Either it needs a damage drop off, it needs a recoil nerf, or a mix of both of them. We're going to have to wait and see what the exact specifics are, but I highly anticipate the NZ41 is going to see some significant nerfs with this update, because it is just way too dominant and way too powerful. The same thing sort of goes for the Blixen as well. This is the go-to SMG right now. Its close range damage is ridiculously competitive. It also has incredible mobility, very low recoil. So we're going to have to see some adjustments made here to bring this more in line with some of the other subs, maybe make it closer to the PPSH, the Armaguerra, so on and so forth, so that you have more diversity there. Another weapon that I would probably be on the lookout for, just because I feel like if they don't nerf this with the Blixen, it's just going to be the Blixen 2.0, and that's the Marco. I mean, the thing has some of the best mobility in the game. Its close range TTK is also phenomenal, so if the Blixen gets nerfed, everyone's just going to change their NZ41 and Blixen setup to whatever the new meta rifle is in the Marco, and it's not going to be that much more diverse from this first half of the season, where it's basically just one rifle and one SMG dominating everything, right? So I'd anticipate the Blixen and the Marco sort of getting some nerfs hand in hand. And then, as I mentioned earlier, with the addition of the Vargo S now, I just don't see the Vargo 52 coexisting at the top of the meta with the Vargo S. I feel like the Vargo 52 is probably going to see some reality checks here, bring it back in line with some of the other Cold War and Modern Warfare rifles to make it not nearly as good as the Vargo S here when it drops. That way players aren't confused. Oh, you know, which Vargo is meta, which one should I be using? They want the Vargo S to stand out so that you buy the blueprint, so that you go on to Vanguard and you level up and you unlock it through the challenge and everything. That's going to be, you know, the front and center priority, if you will. So I would see some nerfs from the Vargo 52 as not really a big surprise if that ends up happening. But that's what I'd mainly expect for the weapon tuning. I'm sure we're going to see plenty of surprises. Maybe we get some sniper buffs once again to make those competitive. Maybe some shotgun buffs, because the Terminator bundle might include some of that. We'll have to wait and see. But as far as the you know, standouts, the NZ41, the Blixen, the Marco, and the Vargo 52 are the weapons that I've got my eyes on. But all that being said, that is effectively everything you need to know about the weapons update coming with the Season 4 mid-season update. And that's going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. That way you can always guarantee you're up to date with everything going on in COD. And as always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products, and the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.